Skyrim modding has never been better. Not only are mods coming out at a faster rate than ever before, but the ceiling of mod quality has been raised substantially with each new year that Skyrim has been out, starting at its release 10 years ago. But with 10 years of great mods, 1.3 billion downloads worth of them, it can be hard to find the truly excellent ones. Sadly, many of them never see the light of day, pushed to the bottom by the latest hot or trending mods, and then lost forever in the endless gray pages of the Skyrim Nexus. In this series, I'm showcasing 6 top-quality mods almost every week that have been missed by the community, but fortunately discovered by me. This is Skyrim Mods Hidden Gems, Week 7. Let's start at the first mod. With 17,000 downloads, I present Magical Blackreach by Emirian. From one perspective, Blackreach is one of the most unique locations in the whole Elder Scrolls series, with huge glowing mushrooms, interesting creatures and architecture, and a mysterious atmosphere. From another perspective, Blackreach is a very big cave. Magical Blackreach accentuates those unique aspects of the enormous cavern, adding a lush forest of trees, more varied flora, and changing the terrain to be more segmented and challenging. In particular, many plants and animals from the Skyrim DLCs now call Blackreach their home, such as poison blooms, gloom blossoms, and veiled deer. More Crimson Nirnroot has been added as well, in order to make the return to your roots quest less of a pain. And a mystical ancient tree adorns the town square of the subterranean dwarven fortress. On a different note, the atmosphere has been greatly improved, with the addition of a darker weather type for the area, which, when combined with the density of the trees and altered terrain, creates a tense, otherworldly ambiance. The juxtaposition between the angular stone architecture of the Dwemer and Blackreach's natural flora has never been stronger, with the trees and massive fungal towers unifying as if to form a wild mouth, swallowing up the dwarves' ancient ruins. Moss now covers the ground as well, and the changes in the landscape of the cavern restrict your vision, enhancing the feeling of danger and confusion that exploration of this sprawling cave evokes. If you want to relive the wonder you felt when you discovered Blackreach on your first playthrough of Skyrim, Magical Blackreach might be the mod for you. Next up, a rather familiar arcane armor set by MihailMods. Bound Mythic Dawn Armor, Mihail Armors and Clothes, with 1100 downloads. If you've played the Elder Scrolls IV Oblivion, you'll recognize this armor as the Mythic Dawn Cultist summonable armor, which is sadly unobtainable in that game. Well, Bound Mythic Dawn Armor adds a craftable and summonable set of this Daedric light armor into Skyrim. It can be forged under the Daedric category, using steel rather than ebony, and due to its status as light armor, it has roughly the same armor rating as glass armor. If you want to utilize the magical element of the armor, however, you can acquire the Bound Mythic Dawn Armor spell tome located at an unmarked Mythic Dawn camp southwest of Kagranzel. The story goes that once the Mythic Dawn was defeated at the end of the Third Era, the remnants of their cult splintered into many disparate groups, each claiming to be the true and legitimate order. Now, they are no more, and scant few fragments even exist in the world. This camp is one such fragment. Upon learning the expert-level conjuration spell, you can cast it, and your armor will be removed and replaced with the new set, lasting about 2 minutes and buffing the caster's magic by 30 points. From a looks perspective, the armor is quite impressive in its evolution of the style of the armor from the previous game, while maintaining the spirit of the original. I'd be lying if I said this mod wasn't included partially because of my nostalgia for Oblivion, but nevertheless, it's a fun and magical armor set that definitely is worth your time. Third on the list, we have a mod aiming to add more detail to camps and dungeons. I'm talking about Camps Recovered by Rin2G with 7,000 downloads. As the mod author puts it, oftentimes the exteriors of bandit camps and dungeons are quite lackluster, only comprised of a few pieces of furniture, a chest or two, and maybe some clutter. Camps Recovered rectifies this issue by seamlessly overhauling the entrances and exteriors of 7 bandit camps, 4 Forsworn camps, 3 giant camps, and 2 standing stones. You'll find new buildings, defenses, ruins, furniture, clutter, and beds arranged in an immersive way that will make each camp feel more lived in and rustic. Many camps in the vanilla game lack even enough beds for the amount of enemies present, which is a problem I honestly didn't notice until now. I was so used to the simplistic Bethesda style of creating exterior locations, where bandits and Forsworn don't act like real people, but instead simple opponents for the Dragonborn to fight, and their camps therefore lack the amenities that would be required for 10 to 20 people to live in one location. Now, these NPCs have more places to eat and sleep, more walls, watchtowers, and defenses to protect the area, and even places for unique activities like a dock for fishing and wagons for transporting stolen contraband. As vanilla Skyrim has clearly been shown to be quite shallow in certain areas, I always adore mods that can take something from vanilla and add more depth to it. In regards to exterior locations, this mod certainly accomplishes that with flying colors. Here's hoping this concept gets expanded on in the future, whether in this mod or in a sequel, as this truly is a thoughtful and high-quality mod. Definitely check it out. Next, a swashbucklingly special player home. Introducing Ocean Saber, a Redguard ship player home by Nullidee, with 2,500 downloads. The question that's likely on your mind is, can the Ocean Saber sail? And I can happily say yes. Not in real time, but you are able to sail the Ocean Saber to 6 different locations: the Solitude Coast, Dawnstar, Raven Rock, Windhelm, Tel Mithryn, and to a spot in the ocean off the north coast of Skyrim. You can even recruit a crew to sail with you. On the outside, the ship's magnificent crimson sails complement the light wood of the ship's frame, and Yakuden sigils and painted designs embroider the ship's trim, making it feel like a truly opulent and exotic vehicle in the land of Skyrim. On the inside, an upper and lower deck house the luxurious master bedroom, a dining and study area, and a bath, as well as a hammock-filled crew bedroom, a well-maintained crafting area, a kitchen, and a children's room. The Hammerfellian influence is quite palpable, with furniture and memorabilia of Redguard culture littering the ship's hold and living quarters, producing a comfy, foreign ambiance that you simply cannot find anywhere else in Skyrim. When first coming across the Ocean Saber, it will be moored northeast of Solitude, under the control of several pirates who will engage you in combat. Upon their deaths, you'll discover a note detailing a mutiny that recently occurred, which includes the location where they dumped the corpse of their former captain. Using the steering wheel, you can sail the Ocean Saber to the exact spot in the ocean where the captain's body rests forever on the sea floor, and swim all the way down to collect the key, allowing access to the ship's cabin and hold, as long as you can resist your crippling thalassophobia. Ocean Saber, a Redguard ship player home, is actually a total conversion of the Sea Dragon player home ship mod by Dovahkiin Te, and they're therefore extremely similar. However, while the Ocean Saber maintains its Redguard theme, the Sea Dragon has a more traditional Skyrim interior, with an interior space far too large for a ship of this size. Both are wonderful mods, but you can only pick one. Our 5th mod adds 10 discoverable artifacts hidden throughout the world of Skyrim. This is Unique Bows Collection by Artisanix, with 55,000 downloads. In the basement of the Blue Palace in Solitude, inside a locked chest, you will find the diary of the treasure hunter, Trebonius Catanius. His writings describe the myriad journeys upon which he embarked and the treasures that he sought, specifically powerful enchanted bows. On his travels, he encountered the location of 10 almighty bows, but was unable to obtain any of them due to his lack of skill in combat. This is where you come in. Hidden in ornate chests found in dungeons, you can track down these bows and acquire their arcane power for yourself. And they are powerful. Every bow has base stats somewhere between Glass and Daedric, with the addition of a very strong enchantment that is unique to each bow. Take the Bow of Shadows. Its high base damage of 19 is augmented by its enchantment, Shadow's Touch, which deals 20 points of irresistible health damage to the target, and 15 points of additional health damage at night. Or my favorite, the Scorpion's Tail, with a base damage of 17 and the Scorpion's Tail Venom enchantment, which deals 5 points of poison damage per second for 10 seconds, 10 points of stamina damage per second for 10 seconds, and a 40% slow effect that lasts 5 seconds. One highlight of the mod are the specially crafted models for each bow that make each one look elegant, yet slightly time-worn. The wooden aesthetic serves the bows nicely, and is a refreshing break from the more fantastical appearances of high-level bows from the vanilla game. However, the best part of the mod for me is certainly how immersive it is. You can use the journal to find each bow for sure, or you can explore the world and naturally discover them as you adventure and craft your story. And the bows themselves fit right in with the world of Skyrim. This is what I would consider a mod for everyone. Take a look if you're interested. Finally, a mod for only the most nostalgic of Elder Scrolls players. With 8,000 downloads, I present Morrowind-Style Soulgems by NerevarineKhajiit and InsanitySorrow. If you're a fan of Morrowind, which you should be, you might recall the diverse take Bethesda had on Soulgems some 20 years ago. With this plugin-less replacer, we can transform the Soulgems of Skyrim into the way they were back then, when everything was good. It's as if they never changed. All jokes aside, I really appreciate the art style of Morrowind, and the wacky, mysterious look of the Soulgems is no exception. Compared to Skyrim, each level of gem is obviously quite different from the others in size, shape, and color, which was a design choice I wish had remained in the series, rather than the more generic blue-purple crystals which just get slightly larger with each level. Of course, this is all personal opinion, but if you would like to make Soulgems great again, then try Morrowind-Style Soulgems. Thanks for watching. Don't forget my second channel, which is the place where I'll upload Let's Plays, memes, and literal trash. Stay tuned for next week's Hidden Gems, which always seems to take more than a week. And that's all.